It's recording. What's up, VC? What's up, vinyl community? It's Dan hanging out with you for Dan's Vinyl Channel, and welcome to the Shit Show 2020, huh? I haven't been checking in with you guys much lately. Just been super preoccupied, busy working, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys are doing okay wherever you are. You're safe wherever you are. You're good. You feel good. You're staying positive. I know it's a hard thing to do in these times, especially. So I just thought we'd talk about some rock and metal records that I've picked up. Just a few that I've just picked up. Or it's just going to be a quick video, just kind of a check in. I want to do some shout outs at the end too. So anyway, let's get this thing rolling. We're just going to talk about records, guys, because everything else, honestly, it sucks right now. And I don't want to talk about anything else. Let's talk about some music. So something finally happened. What finally happened? Well, I finally checked out that deep discount website and I got me some cheap Rekkids. All right. And finally, I have some records from a band that I don't have. This was it. These were my first records. So I'll show you the first one. A little band called Kiss. This is Rock and Roll Over by Kiss. I picked it up on deep discount, and honestly, I got it in the mail about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and maybe a little longer. I'm not sure. But guess what? I haven't listened to it yet. And I was making sure it was because this thing could. Anyway, I haven't really listened to it yet. But I got it, I got it sleeved and it's ready to go and all that stuff. But I haven't listened to it yet. It's Rock and Roll Over from Kiss. This was like $7 sealed, brand new from deep discount. So check out deep discount. They got all sorts of stuff. Now this one I did listen to, and this is Kiss's Destroyer album. It's a fantastic album, not overrated at all. I was expecting some overratedness from Kiss, but this is pretty good stuff. I really enjoyed it. Very cool artwork. Isn't that awesome? Just like some comic book characters. I was talking to my friend Cosmic Brian from Cosmic Vinyl, and we were talking about, it's like, these guys look like superheroes. Like, literally, I mean, like, could you imagine? Like, I was alive when Kiss was around, but I was like a baby. So I could only imagine like seeing these guys the first time. Like, you got to be like, man, who are these guys? This is like kind of amazing. It was kind of everybody was used to it by the time I really started noticing music. But Kiss's Destroyer record, man, this is a classic. Detroit Rock City, King of the Nighttime World. I never heard this song before. It's amazing. It's got God of Thunder on it. Just it's a killer record, man. I've listened to it a couple of times. I really enjoyed it. I need to get on that Rock and Roll Over, huh? Also, let me see here. What else we got going on? What else we got? Let's check it out. Okay, so I was in the record store the other day, and I was looking at a copy. It was an OG copy of Kill 'Em All, the Megaforce. And before I'm going to spend like $100 on a record, I'm going to go and I'm going to check it out. And I checked it out, and the vinyl was pristine. It was beautiful. It was in a sleeve, but it did not have the original sleeve in it. The cover looked good, pretty decent. VG Plus vinyl for sure. It looked great. But I'm not going to spend like $100 on a record and it not have the original inner sleeve. It's just not going to happen. Half that price, yeah, I would have done it. But I'm a complete guy. It would have kept me up nights knowing that I spent that much for a record. It's worth it because, the ones that have that inner sleeve are like, I don't know, they're like $130, $140. But it didn't have the sleeve, and it would have kept me up nights. And like pulling the one out of my blackened reissue, or even pulling the one out of my Electra reissue, it wouldn't have been the same. You guys understand that, right? I mean, you understand the insanity that goes on in my head. You guys are all vinyl collectors. So anyway, I was like, I just can't do it. And one of the owners comes up to me and of the record store, and he throws in my hands a very badly warped copy of Metallica 598 EP Garage Days Revisited. So I was very happy to have this. The cover, it's banged up and thrashed pretty badly, but it kind of works with it's the aesthetic of this record. It kind of works. But the vinyl was super warped. So I'm sending that out to a friend, and I held on to the cover because I figured, well, I got half of it, and then I was going to make a bowl out of it. But a friend of mine in the VC, Brian's Vinyl Records, he's got a vinyl flat, and I was like, it plays, as far as I can tell, it's just warped. It's rough looking, but it's not terrible. So he's like, yeah, I'll take it. So I sent that to him, and I just happened to find on Discogs a copy of Garage Days Revisited with no cover for a reduced price, and the vinyl is pushing near a minute. This is like VG++. Great stuff. Great stuff. So I was very happy to finally have this. I've been putting this off because I really wanted an OG of it. And so I put it together, guys. It's how it works sometimes, right? So it ended up costing me maybe like $14 and all. So not shabby. So very happy with that. So those are some rock metal. I got some rock, some 90s kind of grungy rock. Bought this months ago. I don't even know if I've shown this one. I don't think I have. I saw that Brandon, Mr. Hall of Fame, he purchased this, and I was like, oh, I got to have that. And what it is, it's Candlebox's Music on Vinyl, Candlebox debut record. This is an amazing record. I think I've listened to it a couple of times, but it's been a minute. I think it's silver vinyl. I want to say it's silver vinyl. Yes, silver colored vinyl. I'll go ahead and show it to you. I mean, this is it's a visual thing for those of you who might just be listening. It's Candlebox, and it's let's take a look here at the vinyl, huh? So yeah, it's a nice silverish, grayish color. It's more of like a gray silver kind of thing going on. I think that's for the 25th anniversary of it, I want to say. The 25th, something like that. Yeah, so, that's the silver anniversary, right? I would assume so. Anyway, Candlebox, you can't go wrong. They had a couple of huge hits on here. You and the song Left Behind. There's some great song. Cover Me is on here. Don't You. It's just a lot of great tunes on this record, and it's great. So if you get a chance to get this, you might want to grab it up. There's only 2,000 copies, and apparently the other repress was not that great. I don't know. But anyway, some Candlebox there in the rock category. Next up, what do we got here? We have a metal record that I've been waiting a long time. This is a classic metal record, guys. It's a classic, and I was very excited. Finally got this reissued. This is the first time I've ever had this record. It's such classic metal. It's a classic metal album. King Diamond's Fatal Portrait. Yes, Karen. What can I say? I finally have Fatal Portrait. Man, this is like a moment. Because I couldn't find a copy of this. It's this cool new repress of this, and King Diamond has overlooked. These are the old masters, guys. These are the old masters. It sounds amazing. So finally, some Fatal Portrait action from the King Diamond. Yeah, finally get to spin this, man. I've spun it like 3 or 4 times. It sounds great. It looks awesome. It's a Halloween record, guys. Dave Mustaine on the cover. Look at him. Dave was young when he modeled for this one. We're just going to forget about the other album. I don't listen to that stuff. I'm not into that yacht rock stuff. What, are you kidding me? All right, next album. Heavy stuff. Very happy to have this. There's some issues. It doesn't sonically, it's not really sonically. It sounds dirty, and I've cleaned it like 4 or 5 times. I'm going to have to get one of those VPI machines or something to clean. It's one of those, sometimes the new vinyl just doesn't sound that great. But a double 180 gram released by Rotten Records, Acid Baths When the Kite String Pops. Cover artwork there by none other than a serial killer, John Wayne Gacy. This band from the 90s, a little bit south of New Orleans. This is on the Rotten label. I believe I already mentioned that, but Acid Bath, guys, what can I say? This is my second favorite Acid Bath album out of, I think, 2 that they released. I'm more of a fan of Pagan Terrorism Tactics, but very, very hard to see. But songs on here like The Blue, Scream of the Butterfly, Jezebel, Dope Fiend, Killer Stuff. It's it's sludgy, it's slow, it's super heavy, it's doomy, it's Acid Bath. It's great. Dax Riggs, the singer of this band, went on to do another project called Dead Boy and the Elephant Men. You might want to check that stuff out if you're an Acid Bath fan. But look at that. It's a great addition. Wonderful addition to the metal collection. Now, guys, we're moving into a little bit of Grail territory here, and let me explain this. But I'm not happy with it 100%. Not happy with it. Completely unhappy with this pressing, and kind of wish maybe that I hadn't bought it. Reason being is that I don't believe in owning a vinyl record that is unplayable. Even as a placeholder, especially something like this, where I know I'm not going to be able to replace it. So I can look at it and admire it for the artwork that the piece of art that it is, but as far as being playable, it's just completely unplayable. It was brand new and sealed, and I'll tell you the problem with it. It is Guar's America Must Be Destroyed. Okay, so let me tell you a little story about why. It's an important record. My first date with my wife was a Guar show back in November 12th, 1992. We went and saw Guar on this tour at the Blue Note in Columbia, Missouri. She wore a bomber jacket that got completely destroyed. Because you guys know, anybody that knows Guar knows that Guar are filthy. You don't go to a Guar show, and it says on the ticket stubs, it would say not responsible for damaged clothing, stuff like that. But this is America Must Be Destroyed. And, it's got great songs on it. Quite offensive. So this is not for the faint of heart. I didn't realize until I got this. I was like, I almost feel a little guilty owning this. But, it's more of a nostalgia thing. And, they were definitely not taking themselves very seriously, as you can see. But anyway, Guar, I was so happy to have this record. And I dropped the needle. And it's a 45 RPM release on 2 discs, and there's warps. And the warps would have been okay had they been warped at 33 1/3 speed, but they were warped at 45 speed, which means it spins faster and my needle jumps, and it sounds awful because it's just repeating skips, warps, all kinds of problems. So basically, I spent way too much money on this. Was one of the final 5 that left Metal Blade Records, and basically I just got a couple of records that would probably serve me better as like a bowl for keys, because it's completely unplayable. I've thought about maybe trying to flatten it with a book, but I've never had luck with that. So it's really. And then there's like the heating up the oven and doing the 2 plates, and I don't know if that'll work either. And frankly, sometimes you just waste money in this hobby. It happens. You get burned, and just got burned. But it's a cool piece of artwork, and it's the only pop-up gatefold that I own, which has a pop-up Gorgor in there. Gorgor comes and sirens wail. Yeah, so anyway, Guar, America Must Be Destroyed. Yeah, it happens, guys. It happens. Anyway. Guys, it's a rough time out there. just keep digging them Rekkids, man. That's all I can say. Keep digging them Rekkids. All right. And I got a shout out. A shout out I want to do. I want to say hi to Brian at Brian's Vinyl Records. Hang in there, buddy. Also, who else? Eat Vinyl. Adam and Corinne over at Eat Vinyl. You guys got a great new channel. All right, so check out Eat Vinyl, guys. Adam and Corinne, they're over in England. They're across the pond. They're cool. They got a great channel. Make sure you check it out. Just want to shout out some folks, that I don't really get to shout out too much. David Newton, hope you're doing good, buddy. The Vinyl Guru. Also, Rachel, the Music Ma'am. LP Infinity. Check that dude's channel out. He's a young guy. He's into vinyl. He's got some good stuff. Of course, my buddy Brian over at Cosmic Vinyl. And who else do we have here? Corey at Just Add Vinyl. How you doing, brother? You know what, guys? What's crazy? What happened? So if you guys have been commenting on my videos, I had like a ton of comments that ended up in a spam folder. They were held for review. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So it was like, I was answering, I think I answered some from a year ago, and I was answering stuff from like 5-6 months ago from Corey over at Just Add Vinyl. I'm like, dude, I felt terrible about it. So yeah, anyway, so it's crazy. If you've commented on a video and I've answered it recently and it was like 6 months ago, that's why. So anyway, also Bev over Clark Vision. How you doing? Cloudy Milder. Andy, how you doing? It's good to, man, always good to watch your guys' videos. Brendan Van D. Just do my shout outs. Eric Weinbender. I haven't kept up with you guys. I hope that everybody is safe and I hope that everybody is doing good. Beth B-Sides. David Newton, all you guys just take it easy, all right? So, yeah, just doing some shout-outs just off the top of my head. Happy Hippie, the vinyl guy. Steve Carlson, hope everything's good. Mazzy, hope everything's good up there in Seattle, dude. I mean, just everybody, I love you guys, and you guys just take it easy. Keep digging them Rekkids. I know it's a hard time, and it sucks right now, man. It's been kind of a terrible year. So we're hoping that this second half that we're getting ready to start, and it's just going to improve, man. So anyway, love, prayers, namaste. Love you guys. Take it easy. Talk to you later. Peace out.